I think they look pretty cool actually. Thin tyres. Oh, hello everybody. How are we all? It's been a while. It has been very busy again on the farm, so apologies for not bringing you back in earlier. But we are back, and this tractor has had a service as well, which is awesome. I've got the shop to put the thin wheels and tyres on because we are going to do the sugar beet harvest today. Yes, we're going to try it. We're going to attempt it. Now, to be honest, we probably would normally need a topper to go over and take the tops off before we harvest, but we can't afford one. The shop haven't actually got one in stock, so we're a little bit stuck there. But I've bought this off of them. And I know it looks like a weird sort of contraption, but that is going to hopefully harvest the sugar beets for us. So we're going to attempt it like that. It should be okay. The shop are pretty confident it's going to work. I'm pretty confident it's going to work. So we're going to give it a go. It was quite cheap as well. So we'll jump in. We'll hook up to that, head on down to the field. The only other issue we kind of have is picking them up. So when we harvest them, they should all just tip out on the floor. This has got like a little, I don't know, I guess like a conveyor belt type thing. It picks them up, kind of flicks them through, I think, and then drops them on the floor. We'll see what happens in a minute anyway. So yeah, we're going to need to pick them up off the floor. I'm not too worried about that today because we are running out of time anyway. But that means we're going to have to get a bucket for the front loader on the Massey. That will be a slow process. Oh yes, look, and this. That has reminded me. You know, I talked about this area, this prefab building. They've got it up already. Look at it. And that is, what does that say on there? Farmers Market. I don't think it's officially open yet. I think that's people that work there. They're inside probably stocking up shelves and that. But I'm hoping we're going to be able to sell our produce there from the greenhouses, which would be pretty cool. I don't want to be snooping around too much, but that's pretty smart. That went up pretty quick. Well impressed. So yeah, as soon as that opens up, we'll poke our nose in and see what the score is. Whether we can, you know, sell some things there. Hopefully we can. I'm not sure exactly what they take, but farmers markets normally will take produce and things like that. Eggs, the things we're growing in the greenhouses, the peppers and onions. So hopefully we'll be good to go. I did put the stones, or push the stones back into the ground on those fields as well, so I'm doing bits and bobs here and there. Where are we? Sugar beets over this side. Let's get in a better position. Right, let's work this thing out. Unfold. Yes, so I think this all goes in the ground. It digs them up, it flicks them out, that flicks them to one side, so it's gonna go that way. I think we'll probably have to start on this corner, because then it's going to flick them out. We don't want them flicking into the actual ones we're trying to harvest. So it might mean that we're going to have to go up and down sort of round the outside edges, if that makes sense. So down this side, and then come back up the other side where the tree is. But we will see. That bush is annoying. And having these thin, narrow tyres on should help. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so there we go. Look, they are coming out. Look at that. So to be honest with you, oh, I've missed a couple there. That's fine. In fact, I'll probably just reverse up and get those. Don't know why we didn't get them, but let's lift that up. I'll try that again. A bit further back. There we go. I think we've got them. We may miss the odd one here and there. But I think the amount we're going to get off this field is going to be pretty good. So I don't think we're going to need to be going over it with a fine tooth comb. But if we can actually get most of it, like missing those bits. But obviously where the sort of sugar beets are sticking out a bit further in places than they are, it's not a completely straight narrow field, is it? We knew that when we ploughed it all up, but it's pretty good. We're off and running. I'm not really looking forward to picking them all up with a bucket. That is going to take forever. But we will do that. I possibly may do that off camera, but I will put them in the trailer and we'll sell them together or whatever. Well, we're going to have to sell them, haven't we? We've got nowhere else or anywhere else we can take them. I don't know whether Seth will take them down there. We will see. I've got to see Seth tomorrow at some point because it's his birthday, so got a little surprise for him. He's not expecting anything, so we're going to pop round there tomorrow and see him. We are literally in the last day of June though, so it'll be going into July because that is his birthday then. But as you can see, like most things on our farm with our equipment, this is going to take a little while. Until we can build ourselves up and get bigger machinery, this is what we're up against. That's fine by me. There's nothing wrong with a bit of old-fashioned vintage farming, is there? I mean, I expect at one point they would have been doing this with a horse or something like that back in the day. Anyway, that's one strip done. Not that neat, but who cares as long as we get them out of the ground. I certainly don't care. Right, so back up this side. Like I say, that should keep chucking it to one side then, so we should be okay. Now I don't think this field, we're not going to put sugar beets back in there. I think we're going to probably join it up with the grass field. I'm not sure yet, or we'll keep something else, grow something else in here. We'll see. I haven't quite decided yet. I mean, this is going to take time as it is, so plenty of time to think about it. But let's get it done as quick as we can. Right guys, we are almost done. I think we'll have to come back up just to get possibly 1-2 strips left. But look at all this sugar beet we've got. We've got to pick all this up. I think we'll have a little go at it today, so I'm going to head on up to the shop in a minute in the Massey, see what buckets they've got. I'm just a little bit worried about getting a sort of one that's too big for that tractor, because it's only a small tractor, and obviously with the weight may have to add to the weight if they've got any of them sort of railroad track bits. I'll work it out. I'll see what they can do. Hopefully they'll be able to sort us out. They normally do. But this has been a bit of a task in itself. So we'll see how we get on picking the beets up. If it's going to take too long, we can continue tomorrow. But it won't be too bad. And then we need to sort this field out. Because it's had a root crop in there, we're going to need to get our subsoiler on it and dig right into the earth and pull these roots up, so we can go again with something else. We may as well probably plough up that strip to join it with this field, maybe. Just thinking it's probably too big, or it will be too big for a grass field, I think, for us. Because I think even that field to our left, which we've got grass in, I think that is going to be pretty good. We're going to get a pretty good return from that. I think this is going to be a little bit too much. So whether we just keep it as, you know, a crop sort of field, I'm undecided. I mean, the original plan I did have in my head was that we were going to move the grass field over to the area next door to the last field we created, if that makes sense, and then join these two up, and this was going to be one big field. So I think that will still happen at some point, but I'm not sure when. Obviously the time and effort we've put into creating that field and putting the grass in, we're going to wait until we can at least get a cut off of that. So that would be pretty cool. Oh, and talking of cutting grass, mowers, etc., the shop did speak to me, well, it was a couple of hours ago now. They said they've got a second-hand mower that's come in if we're interested, but I don't know if it's going to be any better than what we've already got. But if it is, then we can get rid of our two, and it's just going to be one mower then. We haven't got to put front and rear on. But I'm going to go and check it out as well when I get this bucket, and I'll see what they can give us maybe for our mowers. But obviously that's only if I'm interested in it. It might not be worth our while, but we'll see. And obviously if they are decent salespeople up there, which they are, they probably will talk me into buying it. But obviously if the price is right as well. But it is second hand, so that probably will work in our favour. Because everything we've been buying so far has been sort of brand new, or, you know, newly refurbed. It's all been in really good condition, and it's been pretty cheap. So all I'm worried about, as usual, is the cost of things. Right, anyway, let's get over to the farm. So yeah, this grass is definitely not ready yet, but hopefully it won't be long before we can cut that, get another cut off of it. Well, in fact, that'll be our first cut, won't it? What we got off of that last time was just the sort of basic grass, the one with the weeds all in as well. Right, what do I want? I want to hook this up to our trailer, because if we are going to pick up some of the sugar beets today, we need a trailer to put it in. I'm just going to put that down there. I'll have a bit more of a tidy up of the yard later. Trailer is just here. Like so. We'll take this back out into the field ready, and then we'll have to run back and grab the Massey. But what I'll probably do is I will head on up there, grab that bucket. I'm going to check this mower out. That's if they've still got it. Oh, we've got all that silage as well that we can sell. That's pretty good. I forgot about that. That should bring in a decent amount of money for us as well, so that would be nice. But for now, we're going to try and pick up some of these sugar beets. I mean, we are on a nice summer's day, so we should still have light for a couple more hours, I would have thought. At least an hour and a half. And what we'll do is we'll park up near around the top here. I don't know, something like that, maybe. That would do. Probably have to keep moving this every now and then. Turn that off. I'm going to lock that up because you never know who's about. Right, I'll see you back down here, hopefully with a decent bucket and maybe some news on a new mower, but we will see. Right, here we are back. We do have a bucket. I've made the weight a bit heavier as well. I had a look at the mower. I decided against it. I think it was a little bit too tatty for us. I think it would have cost us a bit more to get it repaired and probably re-sprayed up. Yeah, it was a little bit beat up really, if I'm honest. So I think we'll stick with what we've got. But anyway, I've had more of these added in. They are selling these by the bucket load. They're becoming very popular, they've just told me. So ever since we kind of bought one, I think we may have started some sort of trend. So they've got plenty of these railroad tracks lying around that are already nicely sprayed up. This is our bucket. It is a Bressel and Lade, just over 2,000 litre capacity. Hoping that's gonna balance it out, but we will see. Anyway, let's get going. It is going to be another mammoth task, because obviously 2,000 litres of sugar beets sounds pretty hefty amount, but it's not going to be at all, is it? I mean, we're almost there. We've only done one little strip. Can we get a full load, or is that going to be playing? I think it's just going to start pushing around, isn't it? Come on. Right, okay, I don't think we're going to... Oh, look, see already, we are rocking a little bit. Now, what is it going to be like when we get... Oh, here we go. Is this going to work? This could go wrong. I was hoping this was going to be okay. The front wheels... So it's not too bad for weight. It's... Oh. 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 You just know something's going to go wrong, don't you? Well, we've got some in there. I think this is going to be too big a job to be doing just for today. I think this is going to stretch over a couple of days probably. But we'll see. But yeah, it's going to take a while. We know that. We'll grab another load. Just doesn't want to pick up that last bit, does it? I'm not even getting a full bucket load now. Just pushing it along. Right, we're having trouble steering. I might have to rethink this, guys. I might have to go back up the shop and see if they can sort something out. Tell them what we've got going on. Because that isn't ideal, if I'm honest. I mean, it's no problem doing that. It's just the steering. It does want to tilt forward. I guess it's just trial and error, isn't it? Another problem we're going to have in a minute is that trailer's going to be full. So, no idea about the prices. We could tip it into our silo and keep hold of it for a bit. What we could do is when we go and see Seth as well, see if he's interested, if there's any chance we can pass them on to him, and obviously he sells them on, then I think we probably will be able to do that, but it's always nice to ask, isn't it? I think what we'll probably do actually is clear this top end and work down the field like that, and then we won't have to keep moving this trailer too much. So another decent amount in there. Oh, let's go up a bit more. Good thing about having a bucket as well is we can now start moving that manure as well that we've got over in the corner of our yard. That'd be nice to get rid of that. We can take that to Bill. He said he'd give us a little bit for it at the BGA he's got there, so that's pretty cool. Not a problem. Yeah, this isn't the best way, is it? But at the minute, it's all we've got, guys. Let's not go too high up and try and turn, because we are definitely going to tip over, I think. It's a shame that tractor there can't have a front loader on it. I mean, I'm hoping further down the line we might be able to afford a bigger tractor. I don't really want to get rid of the Massey because obviously that was Uncle Jimmy's. It's a cool little tractor. Could possibly get rid of the other one if it's going to help us towards purchasing another tractor. And this time I'm going to try and get one that can take a front loader, because that will probably be better for us in the long run. Yes, it doesn't really like to get over 85% full, does it? Which isn't helping. Anyway, I think, how long have we got till this trailer's full? I'll jump in the Deutsch and have a look. Let's just get that last load in. So let's put that down before we have an accident. Right, what have we got? Oh, it's nearly full, nearly full. We may as well get this filled up, haven't we? I shouldn't really be driving over the sugar beets either. That's probably squashed them or pushed them into the ground again. Spent all that time getting them out of the ground. We're trying to put them back in now. Right, I reckon a couple more bucket loads. Hopefully we'll be almost there. But we are making good progress. I'm pleased with how we're getting on at the farm. You know, we've got all the greenhouses going. Oh, I forgot to tell you actually, the jet wash that Willie sold us, well, it was quite cheap. He's saying that I picked up the wrong one, but that was the only one that was there. When I went back to speak to him about it, he obviously didn't have any more left. That was it. I said, well, I don't want that. So he's going to try and fix it, but I said we don't really want it. And I've actually put in, I found in Seth's shed, I found an old tap. So I've rigged up some tap system down there. When we get back down to the farm, if I remember, I will show you. But I've got a tap system down there now, and we can use that to fill up tankers. I know we've got the stream running across the back, but we can fill up our water tanker from it, and we can also clean and wash our vehicles there, because I've put on like a sort of jet hose attachment to it as well. I think that's probably going to be better for us, really. So, but I know he was trying to help Willie. I hope he wasn't trying to play tricks on us. He was very apologetic, so I think it was genuine. Right, I'm thinking this could be the last one. We might not even be able to fit all of this in. No, that's it, guys. We are full. Right. Let's lower that and come back. Yeah, I don't know if I want to put another heavier weight on that, because then the only other thing is where it's such a small tractor, these aren't big wheels at the front. We put anything too heavy on the back, it's going to lift those wheels up and then cause us problems with steering. So right, let's get this oh, I've got on, there we go, get this tipped into our silo. I think I'll show you that tap as well. I think we'll probably will call it a day for picking those sugar beets up. It's going to be a bit time consuming, isn't it? We've got plenty of other things as well we can sort of do as well in between that. These two fields, once they get their first sort of like growth stage on there, I need to go over and give them a coat of fertilizer. So that will be done soon, hopefully. I'll probably keep these narrow wheels and tyres on, because that'll be ideal for that. But anyway, let's get these sugar beets in. I think we'll probably tip that in. I think the Massey can stay out in the field. I'm not too worried about that. That's absolutely fine. So that can go in the silo for storage. Happy days. And I'll have a bit of a tidy up, but I'm going to go in and have some dinner. I probably will see you tomorrow at some point. Like I say, we do need to go and see Seth because it is his birthday. So yeah, right, I'm going to have some dinner, a little bit of a tidy up, and then get some rest, I think. So yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. Good morning, guys. Look at this. We have got some peppers already that I've just picked out of there. We've got a couple of pallets of cucumbers. Look at this as well. Onions. Happy days. So I'm going to go up to that new place at some point today and see when they're going to be opening. I don't think they're open yet. And find out what the sort of score is, so that we can take these up there. Hopefully they accept those. That'd be the next sort of question I ask. Can we bring our produce to you to sell if they were interested? Tell them what we've got growing. I didn't show you this last night. That's the setup I went for instead. So again, we're going off of the main pipe that came through from the farmhouse, the old farmhouse. And I've set that up, so I think that's going to be a lot better for us. But also, I've just had this delivered because, like I said, it is Seth's birthday today. So look at this. I've had this lovely cake delivered. He absolutely loves strawberries, so I've gone for that. So we're going to take that round there and, well, hopefully eat some cake, but we will see. So let's take this round and see old Seth. Happy days. Ooh, ooh. Oh,